Day 225, still alive. Feeling good after the recovery day yesterday. Had a good night's sleep. Got up, walked the pup. Was hoping today would be a day off because it is Columbus Day. And still had to go to work, which is fine. Just I think someone popped in my head, or someone was saying, "Oh, hey, by chance, do you have Monday off?" I was like, "No, why?" I was like, "What is it?" Like, "Oh, it's Columbus Day." I was like, well, now that I know that you have it off, I want to see if I have it off. But since I took the other day off, the Friday off before the race, I didn't hear anything. It said normally works pretty good about 2 or 3 days before we have a day off to let the other companies know that we work with that we won't be there and the files will be a day late because of the holiday. And didn't get that email, so I was like, maybe by chance they're late. And so I was like, I'm just gonna get ready for work. I'm gonna go in. If no one's there, great, I'm gonna turn around, maybe go get some groceries, come back, go to the gym, take the pup for an extra walk, and enjoy the day. And I went there and everyone was there. So I just went in, got to work. It was not a little sad, but yeah, I guess I was a little sad that I didn't get a chance to go to the grocery store beforehand. I was originally planning on the night before, but I got back so late from traffic up north. And I was trying to get up earlier, and I just kept hitting snooze. It was my fault. Oh, anyway. And I wanted to get a salad to have with the barbecue meat that my daddy got me, or gave me. And I didn't get a chance to go, so I just had the meat and in that bag of goodies I won from the race. There was some potato chips, so I just had that. I was like, it's a little bit of carbs, it's not the worst chips out there, so we'll have just enough to eat and kind of offset just the fat from the protein from it was kielbasa and the chicken. And then got back from work, played with the pup a little bit, took her for a little walk. It got a little windy and she was getting a little worried with all the sounds going out, so we came back in, tried to play for a little bit. Try to charge my watch because the battery's really low, like 9%. And I went to use the restroom, changed, brushed my teeth, came back, and I was at 1%. I'm like, what's going on? So I unplugged it, plugged it in, and before I left for the group run, it was at 60%, which is like good enough. I might have got to 70, actually. I may have gotten to 65, 70, yeah. And my buddy Jason texted me and said, are you going to make it? And I was like, I'm debating. I'm trying to work out every day this week. Unfortunately, I didn't make it today. I did my push-ups, but I didn't get a chance to get to the gym. Oh, excuse me. But tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock, me and the trainer in the gym, and then we'll start from there. And going back to today, Jason said, yeah, I'll be there. I said, okay, I'll see if I can make it. And I got there about 5 minutes early. I didn't see him. I was worried. I was like, oh man, hopefully he didn't bail. And then we went around. There was 1, 2, 3, 4 people new in the group, and they all said hi. And one of them said, well, I'm from Colorado. And so I was like, what part of Colorado are you from? You know, and they said, oh, Colorado Springs. I'm like, oh, okay. I was in the Denver part. Went to college there for a bit. So, yeah. I had a little chat, and they said, is this your first time with the group? Obviously, it's like with this group, but on this side of town. Like, yeah, I'm fairly new here, and I was looking for a group to run with, and said, oh, well, welcome to the group. You know, everyone's really nice here, so if you have any questions or feel bad, just ask questions or, you know, flag someone down. Like, it's a no-drop group. We run about half a mile, wait for everyone to catch back up, rest, go the next half mile, on and off, on and off. And that's pretty much how it goes. And so we talked for a bit. I said, yeah, I went to Denver. He's like, oh, do you know my friend Mitch, Kip, something like that? I was like, unless they did sports, I don't think I know him. I said, they played soccer. And I was like, oh, okay, well, what year do they play? And it's been out of college for a little while now. So, but after that, we started running with the group before we fell behind, and then Jason showed up, so I got to talk with him. Like, oh yeah, this is my buddy Jason. He's the one that kind of got me into the group. I've been here for like 6 weeks, so. And they talked for a minute, and then I kind of pulled ahead because it got a little narrow, like a one track. And they came back for Jason a little bit, and I was like, where'd everyone go? And she had dropped off, and so I just ran with Jason for a while. Got to the next spot, talked to her, like, you okay? You feel good? And she was fine, just like, yeah, I'm good, just gotta watch my footing. Like, yeah, it's a little dark, and you're not used to it. You know, it can be a little challenging. It's not clearly paved and a bunch of loose rock, so be careful. Take your time. And we got back to talk with her again because she fell behind. And so I put my foot in the mouth and said, I just feel bad for people. And she's like, oh. I'm like, no, not like that. I said, when I joined a team, in a couple scenarios that I didn't feel welcomed. And so I didn't like that. And so now if I see like a new person and they're part of one of the 3 groups that run, I try to say hi, just introduce myself, see what their plans are for running, how long they've been running, what they're there for. Are they training for ultras or trails or road races, or just get back into it? Do they come off injury? Just some kind of small talk to connect and make them start to feel belong to the group. And then hopefully get them to have like a social gathering as long with the physical fitness aspect of it too. And I just said, again, I don't want anyone to feel left out, especially if you're the first there and you feel like you're falling behind. It's a no drop run. There's no problem. It's just casual. So someone will always run with you. And if you feel bad, just ask someone to, what trail are we going on? Can I turn around? Something like that. Like, don't feel bad. And so I just ran with her, and she just asked a bunch of questions, chatting a bit, and we were talking and laughing. She's like, I'm sorry, just try not to die. There's a couple steep parts where it dropped off real quick and then picked back up, and so it was fine. Got back up with Jason, ran with Jason for a bit, and then he was catching up, so I dropped back to make sure Courtney, I think her name was, had someone to run with, and there was 3 people there with her, the trail guy, and then another new girl, Helen. They were both all running, and then I stopped to make sure on Courtney, and then I don't remember the guy's name, the trail guy, and Helen had kind of picked it up, and so I stayed with stayed with Courtney, and everything okay? You feeling good? She's like, yeah, I'm just a little out of shape, but like the trail is definitely a little bit more tough than I thought, and I didn't hydrate enough. I'm like, it happens. Just next time, you're gonna run, and it's a desert, so it's gonna take a little bit of energy out of you if you don't think so. And just kind of kept light conversation. And then we finished, and then there was a group of us. I don't know the one guy's name, but it was Jason, the guy, some new other girl who's fairly familiar with everyone, only chatted for a bit, and then Courtney, and then Tim. Sorry, I'm trying to go in the circle. I can't see any point. Courtney, Tim, Helen, and myself. And they were all chatting for a bit. Then we started making little jokes about, I was like, Tim, where are you from? And he's like, oh, I'm from Utah, but I'm not Mormon. And then we moved on to Courtney, and she's like, oh yeah, I'm from Colorado, but I'm not like a hippie. And so we just kind of went around like, where are you from? And what's like the main question people ask you when where are you from? And so we joked around about being like my cousins told me like, you're a cactus hugger, and I'm like, what does that mean? It's like, we take pictures with cactus, and it's like, that's more of a not a volunteer thing. what's the word? A tourist thing. The tourists always take pictures with cactus, and that's how you can spot them out real quick. And Helen was right there, and she's like, I learned my lesson. I was having a friend take a picture, and they had fallen back into a cactus. And she's like, after that, no more pictures of a cactus. It's like, oh my gosh, glad you learned your lesson. You know, and jokingly, like, hopefully your friend's okay, honestly. And then one of the other guys that I didn't catch his name, but he was talking that he's like, oh, I'm from California, but I'm not in the military. So we just had a good time, and we had a little group going, talking it out. And then Helen had asked me to take a video of her because she's kind of vlogging her running experience. And it's like, okay, cool. And so we had the light on, and then like she's like, okay, now follow me, zoom over here, zoom back, zoom over here. I was like, cool, thank you so much. I'm like, yeah, no problem. Just give me credit, film credit. I was saying it jokingly, like I didn't expect it at all. And then she showed me the video, and I was like, oh, look, there you are. It tagged you in your Instagram. I'm like, oh my gosh. It was like I was just joking. It was just having fun. She's like, oh no, it's fine. And we both laughed. And then Tim's like, oh, I'll see you guys next week. And he's like, you just look for the guy in the board shorts, and that's kind of my thing. I'm like, cool, man, we'll see you around. It's like, sorry, I forget names. Don't worry, that all happens. You learn 6 or 7 new names, you'll probably remember 1 or 2. And then Courtney wasn't going to be there. She's going to Country Thunder, so have fun, Courtney. Enjoy the country music. See you when you come back. And then Jason and I were just talking, walking back to the car. So yeah, had a good time. Had a social event with the training, some hill workouts. So that was good. Definitely feels more like a social group now to be able to socialize with everyone and more than just my core 3 or 4 people that I know. So slowly learning about the group, learning more people there. That was fun. Then came back, talked to a friend on the phone, got a little stormy outside, and just kind of made some food. I did salmon and shrimp with some veggies, trying to get that double protein in. Then I had a protein shake, so extra protein today. Finished my push-ups, took a shower. Started the new book by Martha McSally. I can't remember how I heard about this book. I'm gonna look at that tomorrow and see if I can remember. Her book, Dare to Fly. And all I know so far is she's actually a pilot. She was one of the first female pilots. I was like, that's really cool, and it makes sense why there's a little jet right there in the corner. Little plane. And so hopefully it's a good book. It seems like a good read. Good way to get confidence, and it starts off with saying there's never a perfect moment, never perfect conditions. So just go after whatever it is you want. And so that was enough to get me hooked. I'm excited to get further in the book. I think I'm only... Where am I? Page 10. I'm only at page 10, so... Short start, but I'm trying to get some sleep. It's 12:23. Gotta be at the gym at 6, so I'll be up at 5. And then go to work from there. So I'm gonna call it a night. So run your life with health and happiness, and have a good night.